You think this is funny?
In a cosmic sort of way, yes.
Well, Mr. Funny Man, is this how you get your sick kicks?
What? It's just an ordinary crabby... Oh, my goodness! Squidward!
Reboots are usually fucking awful. They usually don't stack up well with the original property they were trying to bring back, and some come off as try-hard or edgy, but not all of them suck. Some I actually think are at least on the same level, if not better than the original show. So here's six animated reboots that I think are pretty good. I really like the Ninja Turtles franchise. As a kid, there were three things in life: Dragon Ball Z, Spider-Man, and Ninja Turtles. I dressed up as like Donatello for like Halloween like 7 times. You got the 80s cartoon, the 90s films.
What the fuck is that?
2003, and whatever the fuck Japan did. And the 2007 movie, which I actually really like. But there's been some shitty versions of the Turtles, like Fast Forward or those live action movies that no one really likes that much. But the 2012 Nickelodeon TMNT series is really good. It keeps the charm of the old show and applies it to a new 3D art style, which I thought kind of looked stupid at first, but the style really grew on me. Also, you're not really getting that much of an action fix until Samurai Jack or whatever Kubo of the strings thing is, so you might want to get on this. Number 5 goes to Gatchaman Crowds, the reboot of the 1970s series Police Team Gatchaman, or Battle of the Planets here in the States. The original Gatchaman is really fucking old, so they could have had a reboot like any time. But Tatsunoko Productions waited like 40 years to do this. I guess it was worth the 40-year wait, because I really like this show, I guess. Gatchaman Crowds is great not because it's an entertaining superhero mecha show, which that helps, but it also provides an entertaining cast of characters like our main character Hajime, which is one of the best female leads I've ever seen in anime. Other reasons I like this show is that the animation is great even when they use CG, which in anime, using CG is usually fucking terrible. But this show's integration of CG just looks really right and doesn't look intrusive. Also, this show has a bumpin' soundtrack and the greatest theme song ever.
Gatchaman! 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 Gatchaman!
Also, this show made a surprisingly accurate prediction about how we'll probably use the internet in the future. I mean, they predicted Miitomo. There has been many iterations of Spider-Man, like the 60s version that gave us so many memes, the 80s version, the 90s cartoon,
Shocker!
and the CG one that no one really remembers.
Fuck you! And your eyebrows!
But the definitive Spider-Man show, to me, is Italian Spider-Man.
Shut up and get to the point!
Spectacular Spider-Man. Spectacular Spider-Man takes what we love about the Spider-Man from the comics, the cartoons, the movies, and applies it to the series. The series has the right amount of good action and comedic moments that really fits Spider-Man. I really appreciate the animation quality and art direction in this. The art kind of turned me off at first because I thought it was a kid's show, but I really grew to like the style. I really like how Spider-Man and his suit looks in this one. And some of the villains in this show look really cool in this style, like Norman Osborn. And the fights in this, you would think they would be pretty lame with the kind of more simplistic sort of looking art style, but no, they're really animated. It's a shame this show didn't get the full 65 episodes the creators really intended for, and was canceled after its second season, and was replaced by Ultimate Spider-Man, which I've heard mixed things about that. It's probably not that bad, but to my understanding, it had big shoes to fill, and it didn't live up. Number 3, Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated. I will not lie, a lot of Scooby-Doo stuff is not that great. I didn't say it all sucks, I mean, come on guys, I'm not a Danny Phantom Strider. there's some Scooby-Doos that are pretty good, but my favorite is Mystery Incorporated. This is the only Scooby-Doo other than Monster Island that I think really felt like they gave it their all. They gave the characters in this actual development, and for the first time in Scooby-Doo history, they actually had a plot and a mystery that actually felt like a fucking mystery. Again, I really like what they did with some of the characters like Fred and Velma. Fred's like some oblivious idiot that's like really in love with traps.
No, don't.
Traps Illustrated? Freddy!
And Velma's like this snarky bitch, and I love it.
Just cork it. You see this badge?
Know why it's here?
It came with the shirt.
Every day for 2 weeks now, he runs screaming down the hall and ends up sleeping in the yard. Is that normal?
For your dad? Probably. I mean, I know he's complicated. No, he's not.
Like, what do they want with us? What if they eat my brains?
It'll be a light meal.
And there's some really well written jokes in this that are just so true it hurts.
Professor Emmanuel Ruffalo?
That's right. I was trying to scare people away from the sewers while I dug my way into the bank and got rich.
But you've got a job as a teacher. Why do you need more money? Oh, yeah, my bad.
Really get off.
I also really like how the characters look in this, and also the monsters. They actually look somewhat threatening. That's always been a problem with me and Scooby-Doo. I never thought the monsters were really that scary or threatening. Like, look at Creeper. If I saw this dude, Creeper, he better square up.
この想いを消してしまうにはまだ人生長いでしょうやり残してることをやり直してみたいから
Fullmetal Alchemist is a great franchise, one of my favorites. It's a good blend of shonen action and deep ideas about science and religion. It has 2 adaptations, the 2003 version and the 2009 reboot, Brotherhood. FMA 2003 is a 9 out of 10, would watch again anime, but I think Brotherhood is a little bit better, but not for the reasons that most people bring up in comparing the 2 series. The common thing people do to give Brotherhood the edge is that it follows the manga better, which, true, Brotherhood is a pretty perfect adaptation of Hiromu Arakawa's manga, but it's not like 2003's story was garbage either. Its story was still really good, and the characters really felt the same, so I don't really mind that they deviated like that. I mean, you can't really blame them. I mean, the manga wasn't done at the time, so holding that against them is kind of unfair. The only thing I really like about Brotherhood's story more than the original is that the ending was a lot more easier to understand and was much more conclusive. Another thing that people bring up is that Brotherhood has better animation, which I will say, Brotherhood is a good looking series, and it's beautiful. But I feel like that argument is again a little unfair, because Brotherhood probably didn't have the problems the original 2003 had. The switch from cell to digital animation was not that smooth of a transition, and it took a little while for anime to get used to digital animation. And for a show made in 2003, I would say it really holds up. I mean, 1 year later you had a show like Elfen Lied, and that looks like garbage. Honestly, I think I find that a little bit more impressive. I mean, look at this. I know it's from the opening and OPs are made to look nice to attract new viewers, but this shit looks nice. I will say I do appreciate that Brotherhood's character designs are much more closer to the manga, and some of Brotherhood's scenes are really astounding to look at. Like when Roy Mustang showed off his hot bod and beat the shit out of Lust. I was screaming fuck yeah with my hand on my bone. So you may be wondering, why do you like Brotherhood better? You didn't say it was better for its story, you didn't say it was better for its newer animation. Why do you like it? Viewing experience. That's why. The original show was a good show to marathon, but Brotherhood is the perfect show to marathon. It's the type of show that you go from episode 1 to 64 in about a span of a week. But the only thing that hindered my viewing experience is something that wasn't even the show's fault. So on Netflix they got FMA Brotherhood on there. That's great, but they pulled a dick move. They have only 54 episodes of the 64 episode series. Fuck you, Netflix, piece of shit. As of this recording, Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood is, or even the original series, is not available on Netflix. It's only available on Netflix DVD, which honestly no one's using. I don't know a fucking soul that uses Netflix DVD. So that's kind of sucks. So I assumed Funimation, the licensing company, would have it on their streaming service. Cause you know, they license it and shit. Nope, it's not on there. I signed up for a new streaming service for fucking nothing. Hulu, it's not on there. So it's been a long time. I could probably just rip the Blu-ray off a torrenting site. Nope. These idiots got the shitty TV rips with the fucking TVY7 logo in the fucking left-hand corner. Okay, so how much are these fucking Blu-rays? God, fuck. Oh. Fuck this. I'm going to Kiss Anime, you cunts. I shouldn't be going through this much stress to watch one of the most successful and popular anime and mangas of all time. Seriously, that is so frustrating. Like, honestly, I'm not trying to brag, but I have Netflix, Hulu, and that Funimation streaming site, and none of them have the fucking show. That is such horse shit.
I am Adam, Prince of Eternia, defender of the secrets of Castle Grayskull. This is Cringer, my fearless friend. Fabulous.
Oh shit!
By the power of Grayskull!
I have the
He-Man and Thundercats are pretty gay.
Fuck you!
Well, no they're not. They're just really dated from the 80s. I bet these shows were really cool back then, but sometimes things don't really transition well to a newer generation. I mean, look at MC Hammer. The unintentional homoeroticism just makes these shows kind of laughable by today's standards, and desperately needed a reboot. He-Man got one in the 90s, but I don't fucking care. Because I want to talk about the 2002 He-Man cartoon, where for the first time, He-Man was badass. He-Man looked really good in this version. Skeletor looked really good in this version. His voice was still stupid though.
Ooh, darkness. I'm so scared.
Battle Cat looked fucking rad. And overall, the animation quality was just really good. I thought this was a Titmouse production, but it just turned out to be this company named Mike Young Productions, which I don't know what they do, but look, they did a good job. The show is just a really solid action show with He-Man and is really good. And I didn't forget about Thundercats. The 2011 Thundercats reboot is the same story as the He-Man cartoon, but this is a lot better in production. Being animated by a Japanese studio, Studio 4C, it was gonna look good, as long as it wasn't 3D. But the Thundercats cartoon was pretty much mostly 2D, so don't worry about stupid low poly Berserk models in this. I think if this show waited 2 more years, I think more people would be more into it. I blame CN Real for kind of squandering this show's audience, because a lot less people were watching Cartoon Network at that time. So I feel like if this show waited a little bit longer, along with Symbiotic Titan, they would get more recognition and probably still be on the network right now. But sometimes things are just not meant to be. So what's your favorite reboot? Did I miss any? I probably did. So list your favorite reboots in the comments below. You know what to do. Do the likes, do the comments, and do the subscribing. I've been MarsReviews, and I'm gonna take a nap.
I don't give a fuck.